And we're live, everybody. Unexpected live stream. In today's live stream, we talk about whether or not YouTube's brand new terms of service going live December 10th, 2020 will affect Las Vegas channels, if it will affect you, and what it all means, because there's a lot of videos being made on this, and I think I can add something to it. If I can't add to a subject, I tend not to do it. Obviously, this is a Vegas video channel, and you're watching me, and I appreciate it. So I'm just going to ramble on for about 10 minutes, talk about how this might affect everybody, and tell everybody that you probably have less to worry about than you really think. If I don't say hello to everybody right away, that's because I want to just chat on this a little bit, and then we'll get to a little Q&A. It's raining in Vegas. I really need to do my job. As you guys know, money is tight for the family. We got to move in February, but I figured I would get this out in the way so I can do a video for you guys. More or less like if I were to upload and edit and do a video, but this way I get to do it live. So YouTube does all the heavy lifting for me. So YouTube's terms of service is going to change December 10th of 2020. And there's a lot of people. Hey, Carl's driving down the strip. You come over and see me at the Planet Hollywood if you want to say hello. I'll be out there all day. And a lot of people are flipping out and going nuts and thinking that it's all over. So we're going to talk about something called COPPA or COPPA, or not Copacabana. That's a different thing altogether from a long time ago. And then we're going to talk about whether or not YouTube is just going to delete your channel flat out. First of all, terms of service, one thing that's bothering people. Linda's in Calgary. Hello, I want to say hi to everybody, but I got to do this first part here. So hang on to the live stream, share this with somebody who does YouTube. And one of the big things that's really getting people upset is whether or not YouTube is just going to start deleting channels. If it's going to delete channels, it's got a provision in their new terms of service that says that at YouTube's sole discretion, they can delete your channel if they find you financially unviable. Now there's two things. One thing I just heard a really good person talk about. He was talking about financial viability. There's a second thing on financial viability. I need to adjust my camera so I don't have my double chin rocking so bad. And then commercial viability. What is commercial viability to YouTube? You have to understand something if you're going to watch YouTube videos and if you're going to use the platform. When I say use the platform, I mean you're going to upload videos, not just watch those videos. There's a second part to the watching videos we'll get to in a minute. Using YouTube as a platform, a lot of people have a tendency, and they found this out, and I read this years ago, you can use YouTube as your online file storage. You can put all of your videos on YouTube that don't have a limit. Nobody is going to be telling you whether or not you can do that. What a lot of people will do, some people will do, is upload all of their family videos, all of their speeches, all of their everything, and even copyrighted materials, thinking that they can just set those videos to unlisted or private. When you do a video on YouTube, you have the option to set your video to unlisted or private. Private videos are not searchable. Unlisted video, they're not watchable by anybody but you. It used to be back in the day, about 4 or 5 years ago, that you could have another user and put their name in that, and then they would be able to get access to that video. I don't think you can do that anymore. Private videos are only watchable by you. Unlisted videos, on the other hand, are watchable by anybody with a link. So if you had a video and you want to share that video with somebody, give them the link. It doesn't show up in the search. So even if I did a video on Las Vegas Bellagio, it'll never show up in the search, but I can give you that link and it can be an unlisted video. And by doing this, you got to understand, YouTube has hundreds, thousands, millions of hours of footage uploaded to it every day. When I upload a video on YouTube, I get a thing that says processing, and lately the processing time has been shortened. A few of you guys have been watching me for a long time might have noticed that if I do a video, it's in 4K. The quality looks terrible if I just hit live right away, and then later on, maybe even a few hours later, you're now getting 4K, 60 frames per second. Oh, it's so tasty and good. It looks so good. Don't those videos look good? Give me a thumbs up if my 4K videos look great. And that means that they're using tons of computational power. YouTube is set up as a business with servers all over the world. If you're watching me in Los Angeles, California, there's servers in California. If you're watching me from Scotland in the United Kingdom, they have data centers in Scotland and the United Kingdom. is literally millions of computers and computational bits of power that process all these. So if YouTube is spending resources on users who are uploading unlisted videos so they can store all their home movies online, they're going to say you're financially not making them any money. As a matter of fact, you are now costing them money. And I can understand where they're coming from on this because, gosh, it costs thousands of dollars just to build a PC at my house so I can do videos properly for you guys that don't take several hours to go through. And that's a cost to them. The second thing that they're looking at doing, and this is something that nobody is going to talk about, it's about the hacking community. Now, I probably just got demonetized because I've said the word hacking. But here's what happens. You get an Android phone, you get an iPhone. Now, iPhones are much more difficult to do this on, but if you want to understand how this works, understand financial viability is one thing. YouTube is a platform that wants to sell you and me and everybody else on the network and wants to serve them ads. Now you can pay $10 a month for YouTube and you can get YouTube Premium and get rid of all the ads, but on Android phones and hacked iPhones there is a way to disable all the ads without paying YouTube any money. On Android, there's a program that I can't mention because YouTube will pick it up and say that I'm promoting it, but there is an application you can get. It's a tiny little file. You can install it without hitting up the Play Store because it's certainly not on the Google Play Store, and you can then install some other things that the hacking community has come up with to bypass all of the checkpoints that Google has in between installing an app on your phone and logging into their services. And then you can get rid of all of your ads. You can do all of the same things that you can do anywhere. You can do background play where you close the app and turn your screen off and listen to it on your headphones, which means that you can just let music stream forever. You can also listen to any speech, any video, anything on YouTube is now listenable over your phone without looking at YouTube, without killing your battery life, which is a service that YouTube wants to sell you. Additionally, these hacks allow people to bypass all the ads. It tricks YouTube into thinking that you're paying for that premium service for $10 a month. How is that for economic viability? YouTube is looking at all the lost millions of people that could possibly be buying into the YouTube Premium service and saying you're taking millions and millions and millions of dollars away from us by doing these things. And these people have to jump through hoops to get this to work. There's a million different versions of these hacked files. Some of them work, some of them don't. Some configurations work, some of them don't. So it's not like it's an easy thing to do. They're clicking a button, they're doing all these things. And then you have the services that Google provides. Now, just know this, okay? On an Android phone or on an iPhone, people have services that they're doing with Google. And when you install these things, you're agreeing to their terms of service. You're agreeing that when you log in, you're going to use the Google Play services, whether or not it's iPhone or Android. By bypassing all of that, you're essentially, in their eyes, stealing from YouTube. And you might say, so what? Who cares? YouTube's a giant company. Well, yes, Google bought the company, I think it was like $2 billion many, many years ago. And now it's worth, what, $140 billion. But again, it's just an ad platform. My video right here will have an ad served on it. If the ads are good, it's going to go ahead and it's going to increase their bottom line. If you click on an ad, it pays them even more money. Keeping people on the network watching ads. Gosh damn it, are you kidding me? Keeping people, sorry about that dip, on the network watching ads is how YouTube makes their money. So are you commercially viable if you're hacking your phone and bypassing all the ads? No. Now, how do they stop this? It's simple. The terms and conditions say that they can basically just delete your entire Google account. This is a big problem for people that have Gmail accounts that are years and years old, because that's the keys to the entire kingdom. That's what everybody has. So if you have a Gmail account and you're using it for email and you decide to install some hacked things, you're threatened to basically delete your entire Gmail account. You will have no more access to email. You won't be able to log into your Google Drive. All that disappears. So that's commercial viability for people. The computational power required for them to be hosting files that may not be viewed by anybody, that are just basically either pirated content that people want to hide, or your home movies, costs a lot of money. Plus, losing ad revenue from things like services that allow you to bypass the ads, do everything that they want to sell you for $10 a month, that's a problem too. So that's where coughing, that's where people are freaking out over losing your account. And it might get to a point where if a channel has bypassed the ability to show ads, like some channels do, and they work strictly off donations. I don't. I just don't have the subscriber base to work off donations. They could get to a point where they tell those people either you run ads or you're off the platform as well. The second thing, this is the main crux of this video, COPPA. It's the Child Online Privacy and Protection Act. This will take me another 10 minutes to get through, and then we'll get to everything everybody is saying. So if you left me a comment, stay on the stream so you guys can have your comments answered, because I will retroactively go through all of them. If you're not here, I can't talk with you, right? So COPPA is the Child Online Privacy and Protection Act. This act went into effect, I believe, in 1996. This is not a YouTube or a Google rule. This is something, though, that will affect every single person on the platform, including me, and I'll explain it right now. COPPA says that people who upload content that targets children or do something online that targets kids need to have those things disclosed. You can't collect data and information for kids under 13 years of age. When it went into effect in 1996, it was simple enough. People would put up a little disclaimer. You'd have to check a box that says that I'm over 13 and I have my parents' permission to access this. You got to remember the internet back in 1996, 97, 98, 99. Macromedia Flash, Shockwave Flash, Adobe Flash as it later became. That was the way people played games and did different things. That was how YouTube videos worked before. But Hasbro, Mattel, all of these platforms, they were not living in a world of apps. There was no applications because there were no smartphones. So you would go on a website on your browser in your computer and you would play games. The government said, hey, we can't have these companies collecting personalized information about children unless they're over 13 and they check a box and their parents understand that they're doing this. Of course, everybody just checked the box. Now, back in 96, I was 15 years old. Do you think I ever told my parents that I was going to websites to play games? Absolutely not. Well, that was fine for a time. The government didn't really care. Everybody was compliant. Flash forward several years, over a decade later, and it turns out that, wait, now we're targeting ads to people, specific people based on their actions. Now, targeted ads are not a bad thing. Targeted ads are the reason why, if you're watching this video, you're probably seeing something advertised in front of it that's relevant to you, because YouTube knows what you like. It knows what websites you've been on Google. It knows what you've searched. If you've been searching for home construction plans, because in the springtime you decide that you're going to build a really awesome back porch, then it might show you an ad on this video related to that. The problem is children. Collecting data on these children was never something that was really imposed. So in 2013, the federal government, which reviews the COPPA law every decade or so, I think it's every decade or 5 years, they decided to add a provision that says that you're not allowed to collect targeted, personalized information about the children, because won't somebody please think about the children? Well, that led to the government imposing a new rule that said that if you're doing this, you're going to get a $42,250, I believe it is, fine for each infraction. A lot of the websites that were doing this stopped immediately, but YouTube did not. See, YouTube used this one overall thing and said that, well, our service is meant for children over the age of 13 at all times. We're not advertising to those kids. 6 years later, child advocacy groups go on YouTube and figure out that people are showing kids play sets and unboxings of toys that specifically say made for ages 4 to 6 years old. They collect a bunch of information and a bunch of data, and then they go ahead and they forward that to the FTC. The FTC says, wait, yeah, these are obviously targeted at little children, ages 4 to 6, for example. And then they hand down a $170 million fine to YouTube. YouTube then responds by saying, hold on, we'll pay it this one time, but come December 10th, we're changing our terms and conditions, and come January 1st of 2020, any creator that's doing this kind of stuff and is trying to get away with running ads that are personalized, and we can't collect personalized information on the children's anymore, they're going to be responsible for their $42,000 fine. People are freaking out. You might be asking, so what do you care? You're a Las Vegas channel. When you walk through the Caesar's Palace, that's obviously not made for kids. Yes, it's obviously not made for kids, but let me ask you this. Is the aquarium at the Silverton made for kids? Is the aquarium over at the Shark Reef made for kids? Is the one over at the Caesar's Palace made for kids? Is walking around in Vegas and seeing Bumblebee standing next to, Captain Marvel made for kids? And there's the main problem. There's the big rub. See, right now, as of a few weeks ago, every time you upload a video, you have to tell YouTube, no, don't worry, this isn't a child-friendly video. And I do that every single time. But the problem is the artificial intelligence. So this adds another level to the onion that we're dealing with. And so the artificial intelligence that reads these videos sees what's in my video. It's the artificial intelligence that told me my video yesterday on whether or not Vegas was going to change its slogan, gave me $0 in AdSense because it said it's inappropriate for most audiences. Why? Well, who knows why, right? And I don't have 10,000 subscribers, so I can't get a channel review right away, so I lose all the revenue for that video. So if you have a video, whether or not it's made for children, and the artificial intelligence picks up and thinks it is, you could be responsible for that fine if they catch you, even if it's not made for kids. Because, hey, Bumblebee the Transformer or Dora the Explorer in a costume on the strip is not what I'm promoting, but look at that, there's Dora the Explorer. This must be a video for kids. This content creator, Stephen Campbell in Las Vegas, said it wasn't, but our artificial intelligence thinks that he's lying to us. So you put your channel at risk because it's not commercially viable for YouTube to be having to deal with people who are working against the rules with the government. You put your channel at risk because you might get a fine, and this is what you have to deal with nowadays. That's why a lot of YouTube creators have Patreon accounts, which I have. It's patreon.com/notleavinglasvegas. That's why a lot of YouTube creators offer shirts and apparel. That's why a lot of YouTube creators are in a big of a bind right now, because the network and the platform has been designed to keep people on it as long as they can. Kids are a big part of that. You ever go through the grocery store and you see that kid on the tablet and they're just watching videos endlessly? Right. So from now on, all those creators are going to see a 30 to 90% drop in their revenue because they can't run targeted ads for kids. Also, all of those comments get turned off. If I run an ad that it thinks is for kids, it turns my comments off. I can't do anything about it. You guys can't comment. You guys can like or dislike the video, but the comments spread my channel and let YouTube know that I'm a lot more relevant. So the Adpocalypse 2.0 or 3.0 or whatever 0.0 we're at, that's among us. YouTube is going crazy because the federal government is on them. They're also doing this thing with whether or not you're commercially viable. The platform is about to get a lot different come January 1st for the kids and come December 10th for everybody else. That's it. Okay, goodbye, everybody. No, I'm just kidding. Let's look at some comments that we have here. There's a lot of comments. Travis is here. Good morning. Adam is here. Good morning. Top of the morning to you, Governor. Rick says, Rick went to Gimmick Republic. I wasn't there. I thought he was never going to watch my videos. Haha. That's a joke. Yeah, Carl's driving down the strip as we speak. I said you can come over to Planet Hollywood. Adam forgot his other account. Subi is here. Happy wet morning from LA is what Rocco says. Ebony's here from Chicago, Chi-Town. And yes, Maltese is not, it can't wait for the real estate that's happening. Linda's here from Calgary. I appreciate you, Linda, being here. And Steve asked what I do. I do timeshare promoting outside. Adam is not related to Barry Manilow. I don't know what that means. Tom is here from Texas. Reginute, she's here. Thank you, Reginute. And Travis says his channel might get the axe. We'll see what happens, channel. Or at Travis. Adam says unlisted videos are good to share with your team or patrons. That's true, Adam. But you see how that's a problem, right? And Patreon does not allow you to upload videos directly to their platform. Subi says, I am super teeny rock to rock videos. Joseph is greeting from Winchester. He's here. And I believe he said terms of service 2020. Yes, I did mean 2019. My bad. Peter says, love your show. Big Bad Leo says, hi, Steven. Luther's here from the Bahamas. Hey, man, how you doing in the Bahamas? And Alexandria is at the Trop. Cool, Alexandria. Adam is making a Scooby-Doo reference, and Northern Idaho is here with Maltese. Clint is a big fan, first timer to Vegas, is actually here right now, planning on going to Fremont in 20 minutes. Have fun at Fremont, and my camera can't focus. And just got back from Vegas on Sunday. Will Benny says, Ivy's here in New York City. Welcome to the video, Chris. Okay, Subi, okay, everybody's talking, everybody's chatting. Art is here from his enclave. I know where Art lives. I don't like to say where people live. Subi says, this is the kind of artificial intelligence Captain Kirk learned about. Overload, moron, superpowers. Oh my gosh, more people. JC is here from Elotes, Texas. And Richard says, thanks for all the good videos. I appreciate it. Thank you. Benjamin is here from Chicago. Orange County's here with Jay. Ellie J is here, first person to comprehensively explain this. Ellie, I am not There's lots of bigger channels, but thank you. I'm the first person that you noticed explaining it. Hi from Barcelona, Catalonia. Appreciate it, Spain. I know they speak a different type of Spanish than they do down in Mexico way. And Doris is here, loves the channel. It's beyond time for YouTube and Facebook to die. It was a Blind says, Vegas says, Virginia, love the videos. Wow, more people. Ivy's in the house. Yes, hello from Florida. Just subscribed the other day. Thank you so much, Matthew. Capital Homicide USA, St. Louis is here. Wow, that's really crazy to wear that. I hope you're not proud. Do you work with NV area realtors? Yes, I do, Metro. I have a friend who I'm doing a video with later on today. I asked you guys what questions on my YouTube feed, my community feed, and we're going to be talking about stuff. And Spring Valley is here. So that's where we're at, you know. And at this point, there's not much that can be done to stop it, and I think the problem is that the FTC did not envision a world where people were making their entire mortgage payment every single month from doing unboxing videos of children. And there is an entirely kind of trippy thing that I don't like when I'm a curmudgeon. I don't like it when I see these kids appearing in the videos, and I see these kids on camera, and I know that they're making millions of dollars. It's not because I'm jealous. It's because I don't know that those kids don't get burned out from opening toy video after toy video after toy video after, my gosh. And the parents are edging them on. Kids love toys, but you get to a point where it's just a saturation point. So they're making the kids work really, really hard. And that's fine. Maybe you're building a future for the kids, but I think there's something a little bit off-putting about that, and that's just me. So Ivy's asking, do kids' reviews of toy channels disappear? No, Ivy, they probably won't disappear, but what will happen is they'll have to be marked for kids, and there's no way that they're going to be getting the same ad revenue. So your ad revenue will drop from 30 to 90%. So let's say that we'll use round numbers. Let's say you're a small creator, but you have a popular channel. You made $10,000 on that channel. You now made $3,000. Maybe you might make $1,000, so you lost 30 to 90% of your revenue off of your channel. Subi's asking, where do they come up with $42,000? That's a great question. I don't know where the IRS and the federal government and all these people come up with their monetary infractions. It doesn't make much sense to me, but that's just the number that they have. Metro's here. I don't know why the cops are here. They're rolling through the parking lot. Maybe you guys will see a live stream of me getting arrested. Some of them are millionaires. Ivy is correct. And it's really like this. If you have an unboxing channel and you're a millionaire, you're going to lose your YouTube ad revenue. If you were smart and you branched out and you made brand connections with people, you might not. I mean, there's this one kid, he's an Asian American. I don't remember his name. You guys probably can say his name for me, but he has like a toy brand at Walmart. They put his face on Walmart toys. You know, he's making millions of dollars for that toy brand at Walmart. So they're going to make their money there, but they can't make their money off of the ads on YouTube anymore because they're not targeted, and the ad revenue just basically goes away entirely for them. And that's a big deal. And like I said to you before, that's why us creators try things like Patreon, we try things like private things, we try things like shirts and merchandise, we try things like begging and peddling videos. I'm only doing trying to do this. It's nice to have some support. It's nice to know that if you spent 100 hours last month doing videos, that you're getting some kind of compensation. So I do feel for those people that are doing those unboxing videos. But the other thing is, if you're a gaming channel and you're cursing and swearing up a storm, but you're also playing Lego City Uncover or whatever Lego game people play, you're made for kids particularly, but the artificial intelligence reads it as though you're feeling like it's well for people, and people are going to be mad. Some of them are millionaires. Dang it, Vegas Internet, with all that metal on the stage, because I don't know what to tell you guys. So that's where we're at when it comes to YouTube apocalypse. As a matter of fact, just so I can get some better internet connection for you, let me do this. Hold on the strip. I'll talk to you guys on the strip, because hey, everybody likes the strip, right? If you like the strip, smash the thumbs up button. All right. So I'm going to turn my internet off my Wi-Fi. All right, now back to being live. There you go. So that's where we are at for the YouTube adpocalypse. You guys can see today, looks like our rain has stopped a little bit. And if you guys are here in Vegas and you guys want to meet up, I'm thinking of possibly doing a meetup at Gimmick Republic. It's the karaoke place that's only a few miles off the strip, so it's a real cheap Uber ride for anybody that might want to come out. You guys can let me know. might have my wife talk to them about getting us some kind of a drink special. And you can sing karaoke poorly until they kick you off the karaoke mic and have somebody who's good. And it's a real fun time. So here we are in Vegas. This was a live stream because I think a lot of people that watch me have asked about this in the past, especially on live streams. And I thought it would be a good idea for us to get it out in the wash. Blind says, this seems like corruption to me. How can you be fined because your video has a Nemo statue in it? YouTube that's doing the data harvesting and targeting, not the creator. Well, YouTube is going to try to use artificial intelligence the best they can, and they have to. And it's because they just have no practical way of actually knowing what's being uploaded at all times. So it's trying its best. And you can get an example of this. I have a Pixel phone, for example, and if I'm in my camera app, all I need to do is click a button and say, what am I looking at? And it tries to identify products. If I pointed at a Toyota, it's going to know that I'm looking at a Toyota, and it's going to show me relevant searches. Samsung does this too. Artificial intelligence is not really intelligence. It's just a system of checks and balances at this point. And, you know, that's the way YouTube works for everything. So let's see what we got here. So Planet Hollywood, Cosmo. It's a rainy December day here in Las Vegas, everybody. And I appreciate you guys tuning in while we just do a quick walk out to the main strip for the last part of this video. So if we decide to do a channel meetup, because I've heard that Say Hi to Matthew does some really cool thing with the slot pull, which sounds really good. We'll do it at Gimmick Republic. I don't want to do it on the main strip because it'll be very expensive for everybody. But I'm going to be starting a mailing list soon. So if you guys want to get on the list, you should find yourself the email. Oh, Subi is buying Not Leaving Las Vegas hoodie. Thank you, Subi. You guys should get yourself in the email of this video. Send me your email address by just responding to me and emailing me, and I'll put you on my mailing list. So you guys will know when I do live streams ahead of schedule. You also know of any events, new video uploads that I think you guys might like. I'm going to just do a free mailing list for people that want to be involved because YouTube does not give notifications very well. All that good old artificial intelligence doesn't seem to know what it's doing. I got my compatriots out here. It's not raining anymore, so I'm going to have to get to my job. So I'm going to close this out. This is a small live stream with only the people that really, well, not to say that only the people that really pay attention. This is the people that had their phones near them and cared enough to click on the live stream. And I really appreciate all you guys. So, what's up, Larry? Google is updating the AI to fit the new terms from what I heard. I'm sure it won't be perfect, but hopefully turn in a proper direction. We can see. So we have Polo Towers, Planet Hollywood. Melissa's here. I'm just going to actually sign off this live stream to get to my day job, guys. And that's it. I'll be doing more live streams if you guys want to get informed. Hey, let your light shine. Send me an email to the email in this description of this video. I'll put you on my mailing list so you guys can know when I do a meetup. You guys can know some videos that I'll be posting as unlisted on YouTube, and you guys can know about what's happening on Patreon. You guys can know all that stuff. Hopefully one day this will be a good job. That would be cool, Reginu. I would really like that. So I gotta go and do my day job right now. This is a 30-minute live stream, so I can put some content up that might be relevant. Have a good one. Maltese, I appreciate it. If you have any questions for the realtor, make sure you email me right after this video because we're going to be filming that later on today. And you guys are great. See you later, everybody. Thanks for watching, sharing, liking, and commenting. Bye-bye.